Так, и вновь приветствую. Снова были проблемы с трансляцией, к сожалению, поэтому мы начинаем просто новое видео. Так, и продолжаем. Так, мы поищем немую девушку, которая занимается цветами, и помощница Дороти. Может, она ключ к этому прохождению. Так, то где она была, интересно? Так. Чё, ход наверх есть. Купон на бесплатное обслуживание. Вот она.
Hello again, miss. Камали.
Так, как же нам с ней что-то сделать? Так. Так, одну секунду. Немножко пошло не так. Давайте за ней походим, может она что-то нам выдаст все-таки. Или он таки будет ходить от одного цветка к другому. Да, он так туда-сюда и ходит. Как же нам пройти-то дальше?
Good evening. Goodbye.
Так, можем смотреть по жителям. Может, есть какие-то подсказки у кого-либо. Так. Так, социальный слой. Так. Вот, еще есть какой-то персонаж. И где нам искать? О. А что он там делает вообще? Он бесконечно стучит в дверь. Так, может быть, он забагался просто. Давайте... Ох, сколько же нам бежать-то до этого. Ну, давайте добежим обратно до больницы. И сделаем там сайд-квесты. Так. Вот у нас, например, вот этот квест. Угу. Состояние района еще тяжелое. правильно же вот так бежать, да. Я никуда не сворачиваю, все время прямо. Сопротивление. Они нам не особо сейчас нужны. Искали. Ну, ничего не поделаешь. Там наше убежище. Так. Опять что-то отвалилось. Нет, все в порядке. Так, успокоить Тельму. Вот она.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood, Doctor.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind.
You're gonna be fine. We're here for you.
I'll leave you, Mr.
Так, теперь на второй этаж. Такая не Дороти. Ну, Дороти мы здесь уже не найдем, как я понимаю. Так.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Aykroyd. The flower's dying.
Так. Вот расследование решить, как поступить со Стрикландом.
It needs water.
Давайте подумаем. А где? Так, у нас сегодня какой-то день неудач прям. Опять у нас ошибка какая-то вылетела. Сейчас быстро перезапустимся. Ну да, и такое бывает, к сожалению. Так, ну пока что пару минут отойду. Так, мы продолжаем. Так, нас немножко опять откатило. Тут нас крашить стало. Не очень хорошо. Давайте либо староверу поддержим, либо будем вести экспериментальное лечение и принимать последствия его. Давайте сначала поговорим с Акроидом.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
I know that you're a busy man, but I could use your help and advice.
The great Dr. Reed honors me with a request. What is it exactly?
Dr. Strickland devised an experimental drug for the Spanish flu that he asked me to manufacture.
You know what I think of fringe medical experimentation?
That's exactly why I want you to keep the result, Doctor. I made sure it won't harm anyone, but I'd like you to take care of it.
I see. Put it in my cabinet. I'll give you the key. I'll make sure no one uses this medication by mistake.
I'll do that.
Это даже
Thank you
подсада.
for your help, Dr. Ackroyd.
Thank you for your trust on the matter, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your time.
Так, что нам дальше делать? Теперь нужно с этим расследованием. Положить лекарство в кабинет доктора. На втором этаже.
It's locked, all right. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Карта Госвика. Так. Здесь еще интересного есть. ничего. А вот. Так, надо будет с Гвинет поговорить.
Now that Dr. Ackroyd has been warned, he should make good use of this formula.
I'm quite...
Thank you.
Так, какую подсказку когда получили? А, мы про Мортимера получили. Подсказка же.
Good evening, Mr. Fit.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye for...
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, Miss...
I'm okay.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
I have to...
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
As for me,
Так, и осталась медсестра. Она где-то на улице. Вот она. Нет, тут другая. Так, проверим, что у торговца поменялось.
Good evening.
good evening.
I'd like...
Wise choice.
Как нам очень нужно. Мы, походу, можем прогрейдить свое оружие.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty would smell better.
Так, от головной боли у нас есть что-нибудь?
Hello again.
Yes.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. It makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctors said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then if you're so interested in my case.
Perhaps you were trapped or locked in somewhere as a child. The horror of war could have brought this memory back to the surface.
Are you joking? I grew up on a farm, had a bloody fantastic childhood.
То есть сразу 2 подсказки заработал. Запороли одним диалогом. Неплохо, неплохо.
Hello.
I'm a Turk.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... Well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we're in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Жесть.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one.
Ну, опять прогресс.
Goodbye.
Так, как же теперь мне его заставить-то? Двигаться в больницу.
Good evening.
Eve.
Oswald,
I don't trust Doctor.
your fear.
I've seen enough.
Do you need...
Don't get me wrong, sir.
I will... Goodbye.
Так, может быть, если его вылечить. Вот как это происходит. Так, здесь мы всех нашли. Порт мы еще не ходили. Стоило бы, наверное. На порт, я думаю, нас еще отправят, поэтому пойдем снова. ЧП вот это. Так. Давайте этим маршрутом пойдем. Эти что-то пропустили. Так, а здесь мы еще не были. Так, это точно уже не в ту степь нас ведет. Совсем не в ту степь. Так, может отсюда вообще выйдет какой-то проход туда. Как к нему подобраться-то? Так, ну здесь, походу, вообще ничего не изменилось.
There's no one in.
Тут не можно вломиться просто.
Nobody at home. It's locked.
Может, какая-нибудь подземка здесь есть. Это вообще не туда. Так, а что-то здесь нужно сделать. Так, ладно, на этом моменте мы сегодня закончим, а на завтрашний день уже продолжим. Всем спасибо за просмотр, обязательно подписывайтесь и до встречи.